Let's see what's happening. Hopefully everything good. We on here now. Hello, we back. It's probably only been about 20, 30 minutes, man. I'm shooting another one. You see the title. We all here to be used, but we ain't here to be misused. Everybody needs somebody, but that's somebody who needs you. Is everybody. Everybody needs somebody, man. You know what? Let's just get into it. You watching? So I got caught up at the beginning, but you are watching. Yes, you are watching the podcast about nothing with somebody, not nobody, with somebody who thinks that nothing, your nothing, is somebody's something, and can somehow make them, do what it do, make them better for everyone. You know what I'm saying? That's a horrible intro, but we're going to keep rocking. That's what we're doing, man. We are streaming out here on 3 different platforms. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have YouTube. If you aren't following, you should be following, and make sure you stay tuned, because I'm not going to stop. You hear me? I'm not going to stop with the streams, and I'm going to make sure every time, every single time you press this button to click on anything in my page, by the time you are done watching it, my goal was to make sure you're a better person than you were before you actually clicked it. So strap on your seatbelts, put on your helmet, because it's going down. It's going down. You hear me? You heard? You hear me? Or should we say it like they do in New Orleans? Yeah, baby. Oh, nah, not yeah, baby. No one say baby like they say baby in New Orleans. Yeah, baby. Hello. All right, that was more like Austin Powers. But let's get to the topic, man. Let's get to the topic. This is a podcast about nothing with your boy. Yes, this is Corey Ochai, and this is a podcast about nothing. Welcome back, guys, and welcome for all my first timers. How about that? If it's your first time here, say hello. Don't be scared to put something in the chat. Communicate, man. That's what this is about. That's why I started the podcast, or slash streamcast, I guess we should start calling it, not a podcast. Had somebody in the comment section tell me, you ain't podcasting, you streaming. Well, we streaming and dreaming out here. That's what we doing. So, hopefully you guys had a grand day, man. Hopefully you guys had a chance. Wait for this car to go by. Hopefully you guys had a chance to catch my earlier pod or earlier stream. We're gonna put it there, stream. About what was the last stream about? The last stream was it was heavy. And if you haven't watched it, go and watch it, man. It was about how helping could be hurting, which was very interesting. And I'm not going to get into it on this one, because this one that you're watching now, this episode, is about how everyone is here to be used, to be at service. If you don't like the word used, to be at service. But no one, and I mean no one, deserves or is here to be misused, unless you're a glutton for pain. And I doubt that's you. I doubt that's you. You're not a glutton for pain. You're a glutton for gain. That's what we're here for, man. So let's talk about it. Let's go through some things that I've been through personally and that I'm working through. Still to this day, I don't have an answer. I will never give you an answer on here. This is not what it's about. I may say at times, yeah, you should try to do this and try to do that, but that's just direction. To say it's going to work for you and guarantee it's going to work for you, I think no one can do that but yourself. So if you are looking for an answer, you're only going to find it in one place, and that's in the mirror. You have the answer in you. You just have to awaken it, right? Because it's in you. A lot of times we know what the answer is, and it's probably the hardest thing that you don't want to do. It's the thing you don't want to do is what you got to do to find the solution majority of the time. So, and that's just coming from, from my experiences. I don't know. Yours may be completely different. Hey, yo, should we change up the lights? You want to go blue on this? How about purple? You know what? We going purple on this. That's what we're going to do. We going purple on this, man. We're gonna change it up on you, man. Orange is the brand. I do like the orange, but the purple is, I don't know, it hits different. It hits different. So that's what we're gonna do, man. Well, welcome, guys. Yes, so welcome, man. We are back. So, the reason I chose this topic, is I find myself in a lot of situations where people do come to me and ask me for advice. A lot. I have a tendency to be able to hear something and break it down to simplest form and then regurgitate that information to whoever I'm talking to in hopes that it can give them an opportunity to find maybe a direction to go for their solution. I naturally do that. I don't know why. I do love helping individuals discover a solution. But there's two sides to that coin. There's always two sides to every coin. So for where there is good, there is also bad. And I'm going to tell you why it becomes an issue giving out directions for people to find solutions. Because I don't like to say giving out solutions, but giving out direction for them to find solution. The reason it's a problem is because of this. Because that is a lot of times the relationship that's what it's built off of, the relationships I have. Because a lot of times when you come to me and we're talking, I say, oh, you can try this or you can try that. And it seems like that is the reason why a lot of people tend to talk to me, and that reason alone. And that's cool. I enjoy it. I'm happy it's helping you. But personally, it gets to a point where if you can talk to me and I can converse with you and add value to you, but I don't receive the value from the person I'm conversing with when I'm in need, I tend to feel a little salty about that. I tend to feel like the relationship is one-sided. It's almost like a relationship where, you know, the spouse works 2 jobs, pays the bills, and does the grocery shopping as well as cleaning the dishes and taking out the garbage. And the other spouse is on the couch watching TV. But they're always saying, I love you, with words. But ain't nobody hearing what you saying. See, I don't listen to what people say anymore. I got to listen to what they do. You need the words, but you can't let your actions betray your words. And a lot of times that's how I be feeling. I be feeling like I'm pouring into someone's cup and my cup is empty. You know? And it's tough, man. So in the last stream, because we called it a pod, but it's actually a stream. In the last stream, we went and we said, you know, everything should be deployed with measurement, right? You can never give. How can I say this? In the last stream, I was saying that even if you were to drink too much of anything, or too much of anything is a bad thing, is what the pod was about. I done lost my mind in here. I've been streaming too much. I can't even think right now. So to tie that back, too much of anything is a bad thing. And a lot of times I give too much of myself to someone, or to a relationship, or to a conversation, or to the person I'm talking to. And I don't tend to hold back. I don't tend to, I give them everything I got. And where was I going with this? I got lost. I know, stick with me, guys, stick with me. I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get it back. I'm going to dunk this ball, because I just threw myself the alley-oop, but I'm trying to find it in the air. What I'm basically getting to is this. all right, is that when you're helping someone so much, and that is all that they come to you for, is when they come to you, all they want is help. And once you help them, they're non-existent. They're not there for you the way you're there for them. Even though you always give without the intent to receive, in that situation, you may be giving to the wrong person. There is no relationship that is one-sided. That's not a relationship. It's almost abuse. It's almost, it's not a relationship. It's more a one-sided transaction. You don't want, a relationship takes two sides. There's a give, there's a take, but there's also a give and take from the opposite side. That to me is a healthy interaction with someone. But a lot of times we give and we continue to give and we even give some more and we don't receive anything back. And you know what? The person we give to feels some type of way when we choose not to give to them again, and we feel bad about that, so we continue to give to them, knowing there's nothing in that transaction for us. I once watched a clip. I've seen a clip recently that said, there is a reason for every conversation I have. And it was a businessman. He said, there is always a chess move. There's always a chess move in every interaction I have. That's my wife. That's with my children. That's with my employees. That's with my employer. That's with my boss. That's with the guy walking down the street saying hello. If I say hello to you, the chess move is I hope you say hello back, right? That interaction that might be the person that may have the next opportunity for me because I generated I wanted a new resource or maybe a new perspective or a new opportunity when it comes to a relationship, just a new person to know, whatever, right? Trying to make it sound cool, whatever. Or at work, I stop somebody and say, what happened last week, with that meeting? I heard some cool things in there, and I'm looking for information. There's a reason for that, right? There's a purpose for that. Or even if I'm helping someone, I hope that I can cash in that coin if I need help, right? Like some people that are givers tend to give and they get the crappy end of the stick. They get the shitty end of the stick most of the time. And they wonder, why do they want to keep giving? Because a lot of times it's this, you're naturally a giver. That's who you are. That's in you. It's not something you have to, it's in you, it's not on you. You know what I'm saying? That's just what you're going to do. You're probably going to continue to do that for the rest of your life. But this is the key. I found out because I am like that. This is the key. It's not that I should stop giving myself to people. I just have to realize and make sure the person I am giving myself to is the right person. Because a lot of times we give ourselves to the wrong person. We give our resources, we give our energy to the wrong person, and we get mad when it's not reciprocated, when it's not returned back to us. The problem is not you giving. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And that's what I was trying to get to with all those words. The problem to me seems to be that I'm giving to the wrong person. See, there's a story, and I talked about it in one of my last streams, and I'm going to mention it again. The story goes like this: there was an old man and his grandson, and he had a dusty watch, and he told his grandson, take this dusty watch and take it to the pawn shop and see what they give you for it. And he took the dusty watch to the pawn shop. The pawn shop told the little boy that they'll give him $50 for it. You know, it's a dusty watch. It doesn't look like it works. I may have to do some repairs. I'll give you $50. The young man was excited, took the watch back to his grandfather and said, hey, they about to give us $50 for this thing. The grandfather looked at the man and said, okay, that's cool. That's cool. But why don't you take this watch and take it to the jeweler and see what they give you for it? He's like, cool, granddad. He took the watch, took it to the jeweler. Took it right to the jeweler. And the jeweler looked at him and said, all right, it's pretty, it's not in great shape, but I can give you the weight in gold in it for it. So I can give you, let's say, $250. Young boy was excited. Excited as hell. You know what he did? He grabbed the watch, took it to his granddad, and begged his granddad to say, let's sell this watch. This watch is ugly, it's old, it's dusty. He's going to give us $250 for this dusty old watch. The old man looked at the grandkid, his grandson, and said, okay, look, kid, calm down. So he gave him back the watch. He said, now take this watch and take it to the take it to the antique shop and see what they give you for it. That's what he did. He took the watch, took it to the antique shop, and guess what this was the crazy part. This was wild. So the young boy gets it to the antique shop. What happens? Let me tell you what happens. This is what happens. The man behind the counter looks at the young boy, locks the door, and tells that young man, this is the most valuable watch I've ever seen walk in this door. I'll give you $250,000 for the watch. Kid couldn't believe it. Kid grabbed the watch and tucked it in his pocket and ran all the way home. He didn't stop for nobody. He was shook. He could not believe it. He didn't know what happened. He didn't know what to think. So he goes in the door. His grandfather says, hey kid, what's up? The kid goes in the room and sits on the floor and was shaking. The grandfather comes over, puts his hand on him, and he says, what happened? The kid told him. He said he took this dusty old watch to the antique shop. And this was the wild part. He said they wanted to give me $250,000 for this watch. His granddad was not shocked. He turned to the little kid and he said this, man. He said, little boy, I'm going to tell you something. Remember this. Remember this. Depending on where you go, if they don't understand your value, they will never give you what you're worth. You hear me? You're all right, let me say it one more time. Depending on where you go, if they don't understand your value, fam, you will never, ever get what you're worth. He took that watch to the pawn shop, they said $50. He took that watch to the jeweler, he said $250. But when he took it to the antique shop, they understood what they were looking at. And that's exactly what happens in this world, man. That's exactly what happens in this world. If you go to a place and they don't know what you're worth, and you don't know what you're worth, then you'll take whatever they give you. Remember, man, you don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate. And in negotiation, to have leverage, you got to know what you got. So look in the mirror and look deep and really evaluate what's happening. What you looking at. Don't ask the person that walks up and down the street what you looking at, because you're hurt, because you think they see something wrong with you. Look in the mirror and ask what you looking at. That's the one place, the only place you're going to get the answer. Understand your value. Understand that you'll never get what you're worth if you don't understand your worth. And I'm saying this to you. No, I'm not saying it to you. I'm saying it to me. I'm not pointing the finger at none of y'all. Hopefully I can one day sit back and watch this stream and remind myself. You know, hopefully one day my grandkid, my grandson or granddaughter can watch this and they can take something from this. This is a legacy stream. This isn't publicity or I need the clicks or I need you to watch. I don't even know if anyone is watching, and that's okay. I don't need that. But I will continue to keep coming with these different ideas and these things that cross my mind and goes through my head and goes through on in my day. And hopefully I can bring them to you and develop a better communication style as well and become a better talker. I got dreams, man. You got dreams? You got dreams? I hope so. You know, I matter of fact, I should make that the I should make that the rule if you watch this. The only thing we ask is you have a dream. If you're going to watch this stream, that, you know what, we're coining that right now. That's happening right now. If you want to watch this stream, the only qualification is you have to have a dream, a vision. No, not a vision, a dream. You don't even have to have a goal yet, because it's important. You know what's so wild to me? You know what's wild to me? When someone says, what's your goals? I just thought of that. That's wild. Maybe we should ask, what's your dream first? What's your vision? Because a vision without action steps is just a thought. And the action steps are the goals. Like the goals are, you have the vision, you have the goal to get to the vision. But in between those are action steps. So I'm not going to ask, I got to go deeper than asking what the goal is when I'm talking with somebody trying to converse. I think the real place that it starts is, what's your dream? You know, I'm not going to pat myself on the back or anything like that, but I've accomplished some things. And I think, truthfully, it's just will and grit. But I'm missing a real vision, like a real dream. If you were to ask me today what my dream is, a dream and a vision may be two different things. But if you ask me what my dream is, I don't know if I'll be able to tell you that flat out. I know parts of it. I know I want to make sure I provide a better world than what I found it once I leave, once my time is up. I know that for a fact. You know? So that's part of it. Through communication is another way of doing it. I do enjoy conversing, so I can say that's part of it too. That's interesting. What's your dream? You know, what's your dream? Damn. I do like these things. I like streaming. I don't watch anybody stream though, so I don't expect anybody to watch my. You know what's so crazy? Let's go there. Let's go there. We talk about understanding your value. And through this stream, I realized I do have, what do people value about me? They value my opinion in difficult situations. They value my enthusiasm, my motivation, my motivational way of, I guess, speaking. They value my delivery and information. And I think that's important for me personally to understand. I'm sitting there telling you, oh, look in the mirror and ask yourself questions. Well, you know what? Before I say that to you, I need to say that to myself. I'm saying it to myself as well. And I think just at this moment, doing this stream, this is the value that I think talking about something in front of, I'm just talking to myself really. I'm talking to a screen, talking to a camera, but doing it while others are watching, I think is pretty cool. You know what? My next goal is to bring someone else on here and really digging deep on any conversation that pops up in the chat or whatever. Speaking of chat, I don't have any of them pulled up, so if you guys are on there, I can't even see you right now. So let me go on here and check, see what's happening. I got 3 plays, which is cool. I'm down with that. 3 plays is dope. Hopefully to get more, sooner or later. But while this is going on, while this thing is happening, I want to say, hopefully you guys had a great week. Hopefully your night gets even better. Hopefully you're going for something that makes you better because you attempted it. I don't know what number stream this is. I said the last one, it might have been 10. I don't know. I might be on 11. I might be on 12. I might be on 13. Who knows? I don't know. But I know one thing. Is that I set a goal earlier in the week to do something that was beyond anything I've ever seen, anything I've ever done, to get something I never had. That's this. That's this. Me podding. That's me streaming. That's me streaming. I'm on here, and I'm doing more than I've done to get something I never had. And I think when it comes down to anything you want to do in this world, a lot of people want to, like myself, I want things, but I'm not willing to do things to get it. It truly shows if I really want it, right? I don't know if that's true. I think when you tell somebody something, in general, I'm doing these pods or these streams or whatever, and I'm like hoping people get value from it. The only way I think the only way you can communicate something to someone efficiently is if they're ready to hear it. I talk to my kids. I tell them, you got to do this, you got to do that in this world, or whatever. Just in general, you got to clean your room. You know how many times I got to tell them they got to clean their room? I probably tell them 5 or 6 times, and then it hits. It's because they actually are ready to listen. You give advice in this world. You can give it to your kids. You can give it to your spouse, but no one's going to hear you if they ain't ready to listen, and that takes a different mindset. So, let's keep going. What's up? We got somebody else in the chat. I don't know which one you're on. I see you are on 1028, man. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for watching. Put something in the chat. You want to ask any questions? This is a podcast about nothing, but your nothing could be something to someone. So let's do something and pop something in the chat, man. Give us a question, a topic, whatever you like. Well, anyway, we were going in and we were talking about the people don't like that. I just realized. I realized when there's only 2 people in the chat or something like that, and you call somebody out like, yo, why don't you put something in the comments section? A lot of times they leave out. I don't know if they feel like they on the spot, but I do be putting them on the spot though. Let's just put that out there. That's real. That is a wild thing. But yeah, man. Hopefully, I don't even know what to talk about now. I really don't. So let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Let's see what did I write down as the topic? Let's stay on topic, man. We're all here to be used, not misused, embracing our true value. Relationships. Let's go there. Relationships, man. A relationship's give and take. Give and take. But in a relationship, I think you need to give more than you're expecting to receive. And if the other party is doing the same thing, then you tend to have a balance. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. I don't want to go into that. That was a heavy one. That was weird to just even talk about. But I think I'm done for the night. I think I'm good. And hopefully you guys are having a great night. Hopefully you're out there doing something beautiful. I may not even post this one. I might take it down after I put it up. But I hope you're out there knocking it out the park. Ran out of steam on this one. But anyway, I'll see you again tomorrow. We're gonna try this thing again. We're gonna keep shooting the shot too, man. Don't think that one day that this stream ain't gonna pop off, cause it will. And I hope you're there before it happens. Cause even when it does happen, I think it'll be because of consistency and honesty and just being straight up with y'all. And I think the best things in this world are not chased. They're developed through actions, the residual of actions. And we're going to keep knocking this thing down. So for those out there that listen tonight, appreciate you. For those out there that haven't found me yet, I can't wait to meet you. For those out there making their tomorrows better than their yesterdays, hello. Keep going, keep doing your thing, and I will keep streaming. This again was another episode of a podcast about nothing, where your nothing may be someone's something that makes them a better person tomorrow. Hello. And we're out.